Let's face it, car payments are keeping you broke. In 2023, the average car payment for a new vehicle reached a new record high of $725, while an used car payment is now $516 a month. Meanwhile, the average yearly income in the United States is only $56,940 every year. Transportation is one of the most expensive parts of our budget. So in this video, we're going to talk about a few financial rules to live by so that paying to drive around doesn't become a burden for you, and also how much you should spend based on your salary. The first strategy that you need to know is known as the 20 by 4 by 10 rule. The 20 by 4 by 10 rule says that you should make at least a 20% down payment, finance the car for no more than 4 years, and not have your payments exceed more than 10% of your gross monthly income. This means that if you have an annual salary of $50,000, you should spend no more than $500 each month on your car payment. Right now, if you have a prime credit score of 740 or above, you should be able to fetch an interest rate around 8.75 as of 2023. If you're making $50,000 a year, with this rule, you should stay at a purchase price of about $25,000, putting down $5,000 so you finance $20,000 over 4 years, and the payment will only be roughly about $495 a month. Now, this rule sounds great in theory, but it is a little bit outdated because we all know that in 2023, car prices have gone up a lot because of inflation. So it's totally fine if you need to tweak the amount of years. For example, by extending your loan out to 6 years, you would increase your purchase power by about $35,000 while maintaining the $500 a month maximum payment. Now, when the rates go down, make sure that you take advantage of a refinance and then take a lower term. So in summary, the 20 by 4 by 10 rule is put at least 20% down, finance the car for no more than 4 years, and don't really spend any more than 10% of your gross monthly income on your car payment. Now, there is another variation of this rule called the 20 by 3 by 8 rule, which is a little bit more aggressive. Basically, the idea here is to spend only about 8% of your gross monthly income on your car payments and finance for a maximum of 3 years. With this rule, it'll help you get out of car debt faster, but your purchase power will be much more limited. Now, I do believe that if you have a good amount of income and you can swing the higher monthly payment, you should consider this one the most. In fact, this is the one that I have for myself. As of October of last year, I bought a Tesla Model X. I put down 20% of the purchase price, and even though I did take out a 6-year loan, I make additional payments to that principal to ensure that I can pay the loan back in just about 3 years. The last rule is to shoot for a payment that is up to 10% of your take-home pay and no more than 20% for total car expenses, which also include things like gas, insurance, repairs, and maintenance. So if you're making about $100,000 a year gross, your net income after taxes and deductions should be about $5,300 a month. Obviously, this will change depending on the state that you live and how many pre-tax deductions you have. Therefore, your maximum payment should not exceed $530 a month. But your total payment, including gas and other expenses, should stay at no more than $1,060 a month. Now, before you go and see cars at a dealership, one of the very first steps is to research how much you should expect to pay on insurance and call your insurance agent, call any agent out there and just get a quote to find out. Now, you want to find out the estimated MPG of the vehicle that you're looking to purchase, and you can do this by going to fueleconomy.gov. This is a government website where you can find all the car specs, including MPG ratings. I'm going to link that link in every other link in the description box below. Lastly, don't forget to factor in the maintenance and the repair costs, and you can talk to a mechanic just to get an idea, or you can consolidate everything and look at a tool like Total Cost of Ownership by Edmunds. This calculator is a tool that will look at a 5-year cost of owning a vehicle, and again, I'm going to link their website in the description box in this video. Look, having a ridiculous car payment not only will make you forgo a lot of activities, but also it's going to put a strain on your finances and make it even harder for you to save for your future, or maybe if you've thought about buying a house, a high car payment might screw up your chances. As a mortgage broker over the last 15 years, I can tell you that the number one reason why a lot of people don't qualify for a home loan is because of their debt to income ratio. And having a high car payment is the number one reason to have a high debt to income. And it totally really baffles me why someone will get themselves into a ridiculous high car payment or an expensive car knowing that it's something that is going to lose lose value over time instead of either saving or invest in the stock market or investing more into their 401k or buying an appreciating asset like real estate. And look, I see this a lot, especially amongst younger people. And unfortunately, those who are of ethnic backgrounds like either Latinos like myself or African Americans, unfortunately, we're just being taught wrong, since we're young, or maybe we just see everybody else driving something fancy and we want to copy it, where honestly, it looks like in our culture, at least I can speak for the Hispanic culture because I'm Latino myself, having a Beamer or Mercedes-Benz or something souped up like a Challenger is something to be proud of. But when you look at the terms of the loans, it's simply laughable how the financing guy at the dealership just screws them over. And then when they realize that they can't pay for the car or the car breaks down, they just return it back to the dealership like a pair of sneakers, but without realizing that now they have a repo on their credit, and good luck trying to get a repo or a charge off on a car loan off your credit, because that stuff can last for 7 to 10 years. So from an early age, they begin with, and getting that bad credit to go up over time is going to be even a lot more difficult, which is going to keep screwing them up in the future. That's it for today, guys, and hopefully you liked the video. If so, smash that like button for the algorithm. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.